Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and coin factory family? You know what the deal is. Back again with another live stream. Daily live streams, day 58. I've lost count. I'll remember at some point. I have it in my notes. But yeah, once more, we've got some more very big news for this stream. Obviously, the title being Casper is about to become millionaires. Quite a clickbaity title, I agree. But point being is, we do have confirmation that there's going to be trillions and trillions of dollars coming into the economy very soon following rate cuts, and this will most likely, most definitely in my opinion, be injected into the crypto space. And with what Casper's doing, could very likely see Casper gain some significant amount of that capital and increase in value from there. As always though, if you enjoy these daily live streams, leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, and subscribe if you are new to stay in tune with everything crypto, everything Casper. And if you want to know more about crypto and market sentiments and other crypto projects, not just Casper, then my mouse is disconnected. Yeah, I love this mouse. Okay, well, this is not working for me right now. There you go. Feel free to join my free Discord server in the chat right now in the description, and also on my homepage right here. I'm having mouse features already. I'm not looking forward to today. My mouse is already acting up again. This is, not good at all. I need a Casper bag to pump. I need my other crypto product pumped as well, so I can maybe take out and buy a new mouse. But good afternoon, J Hunter man. Welcome back to the stream. Needheart, my man, or Needheart. What's up, gang? What's up to you? $2 delay. Good morning, my man. Welcome to the stream. So of course, throughout the stream, as per usual, we'll go through the Casper announcements first, and then actually, you know what? A little bit of a switch up. We'll go through the actual announcements, right? What this video is, this stream primarily about the trillions coming involved. And then I'll get some Casper announcements and more crypto announcements as always. Hey, Leo, my man, welcome back to the stream, my man. Hopefully you're doing good. Getting in that midnight knowledge, I see you. Big up to you, my man. So without further ado, we'll get into the bolt. We'll go back to this again later on for those who join a little bit later. We can see right now Casper is currently valued at 16.43 cents, up 1.87% daily time frame. The market's looking very green across the board right now. Some projects are going quite, parabolic. Shiba's doing very well right now. Rune's up quite 10%. GFAL, the gaming projects, and Myriad both up quite considerably, and these are the two that I'm not going to lie, I'm hoping they come down a little bit, because GFAL, we can see over the past week or so, it's up 120%. And you know what, I this is a bag that I will end up wanting to get into soon enough, so I'm hoping it comes down. The same thing with Myriad. Myriad right now is doing quite well. Not going as crazy in the same time frame, but equally has done impressive stuff. Naka's down right now after a good pump. Vulcan Forge is not making off just yet, but I'm waiting for these pumps to come in. I'm hoping these come down again so I can get a bag, because I'm not going to buy in now when it's pumping. I mean, if it pumps higher, then so be it, but I need to look into them to find out why they're pumping. If I buy into them now and they come back down, I'm losing. So I'm waiting for the meantime. But we can see as well, Bitcoin is seemingly doing very well, and it is I'm not sure why my my drawn out region has disappeared on me. Don't see why it has at all, but I drew out a chart. For those who've been watching my streams daily, you should know I draw a little zone around this region here for where Bitcoin had been just, if you can see it for the past week it's been hitting this zone and then, coming back down, but constantly just retesting this zone. And for the fact that it's doing that again and again without it being a serious correction like it has done in the past here, to me it's like Bitcoin's properly trying to force its way now, by brute force, trying to push above this level of resistance and push towards the next zone, which will be in the around the 67, maybe 68k region from their point onwards. So I think Bitcoin's looking very good right now. It's up 2.2%, and we might see it continue in that fashion in the weeks to come, leading into October, which is going to be a very bullish month with liquidity flooding into the market. So right now, from Kobe SC letter right here, we can see China is panicking. In fact, China is showing 2008 like signs as they're on the brink of a severe recession. Over the past 2 days, China has begun pandemic level stimulus as seen during lockdowns of 2020. COVID is trying to drag the global economy into a recession. There's a whole thread about it. I'm going to link this again in my free Discord server if those who want to check it out for themselves. But it's kind of ultimately, again, we're seeing potentially more and more signs. I'm going to show you again in this video of this sort of income potential recession. But for the few months leading up to that, we should see a lot of money injected into this market before we end up seeing the fallout from, lack of, lack of care, I guess, from the global leaders in regards to the economy right now. But we can see here, just in, China considers 142 billion capital injection into big banks, according to Bloomberg. This video here I recently just put into my Discord server. Paul Bannon doing his little interview here, talking about the imminent Q4 Bitcoin rally. Ultimately, the fact that what we saw last month, I'm going to just paraphrase what happened in this video. You can watch it for yourself and get a full runner, but paraphrase what happened in this video. We saw, obviously, beginning of last month, this whole correction in the market following Japan cutting rates. Because ultimately right now what's happening is the market is trying to, the global economies right now, they were trying to time their rate cuts with the Fed. That's why many countries cut last month, as Japan included. China wanted to, but they held off. Japan couldn't hold off anymore, they cut rates, and due to them cutting rates, it caused this massive collapse in our economy, 40% correction in most assets, like Casper, for example. Obviously, since then it's recovered, thankfully. It didn't cause too big of a fallout, and it's coming back up to decent levels right now. Now we have seen the likes of the Fed finally cut rates, 50 basis points, and we saw very, very quickly after that, China have now issued rate cuts as well, and they're cutting more and more and more to try and ease the economy for their side as well. So we're seeing now the whole world is about to see a flood of liquidity, as China and the United States, two of the biggest economies in the world, are now injecting trillions into the economy by cutting more and more rates. More stimulus incoming. China's government vows to add more fiscal spending to end the ongoing real estate crisis and the multi-year weakening of the Chinese economy. This follows early decisions to cut short-term rates, mortgage rates, and the required reserve ratio for banking. Ultimately, again, right now, this is proof here of the policies that are now being proposed and enforced by the likes of China and the United States Fed as well. That is proving that we are now in a position where we can start seeing easing in policies, more money, therefore less pressure on the market, alleviating the pressure on the market, which will allow us to see more of this money flowing and more money injected into the risk on assets, therefore, which will come therefore into crypto. We're about to see trillions and trillions of dollars flooding into this market, especially as regulations on the horizon as well. Now we have got signs like this with Citibank awarding that a hard landing instead of a soft landing, like we're predicting a hard landing could be imminent and will force the Fed to aggressively cut rates. Should this happen again, we'll see even more parabolic surges in the market if they start doing it aggressively. The Feds say they're going to cut another 50 basis points by the end of this year, and then another like 100 I think next year. But people are now speculating it'll be a lot more than that, potentially 75 basis points, so 0.75%, if not even 1, because the economy is still struggling, which you can see here again. The 10-year rates have done nothing but go up since the Fed lower rates, which again is which therefore means that your mortgage rates, your auto loan rates, and anything else that you borrow money for has gone up since the Fed lowered rates. So it hasn't really alleviated any pressure on the economy at all. So they're gonna have to do it again to try and alleviate the pressure, which is it is not good. It's not good to see that. So again, that's why the constant wave of recession is rising more and more. Apparently, there's sources suggesting that these are the early warning signs of a recession, but of course, it won't be announced, for months to come now, if not even a year after this. It can take a while for them to actually officially announce and admit they're in a recession. But right now, this is kind of the signs of it. We're just seeing again that there's going to be a hard landing. People are going to struggle with that. We're going to see more aggressive rate cuts, which means therefore more money injected into risk on assets like crypto or commodities as well to protect against the dollar, meaning that should again this incoming recession happen, we are still going to be seeing us crypto investors, early crypto investors, retail investors, hopefully and likely making significant gains and profiting off this inevitable pump in the market. The fact that right now, for us who are Casper holders in this stream, Casper valued at 16.46 cents, an asset that has potential easily to be worth, $5 in this cycle, if not even higher potentially. That's potential for a 25x in Casper right now, over 25x in Casper right now. There's so much money about to be injected into this market, which is why I'm so bullish, especially with what's happening to Casper in the very near future with their announcements and whatnot. Regulation is going to be very, very big. So I am very, very optimistic and seeing these announcements as worrisome as they are about what is potentially incoming for our our economy, our lifestyles, it also for me is a good thing because I'm in the market early. But we're all in crypto early enough to be like, okay, this is bad. We've got to prepare for it where we can, do our own research and make our own strategy for preparing for it where we can, which again I'll be talking about more close to the time. But for the most part right now, I also believe that we're going to now see trillions flood into the economy, therefore into crypto, and therefore we will be better off than those who aren't even prepared. Because that's again, to give a rough estimate from what I saw an article from the Fed or Forbes, either of the two, might have been both of them, roughly 7% of the global population is in crypto, if less than that, 7%. We are part of a very minute minority of people who are now in crypto early enough to, have a chance to alleviate any financial pressure we might have in the future. This is again why I'm so bullish on crypto, why again I created a free Discord server. Again, shameless plug, I know, but this server I believe has been very helpful for people. We're going through a transformation right now, going to be big things coming in the next month, I like to believe, already happening, starting right now. We're talking about Casper, of course, and we're going to be talking about other projects as well. October is meant to be a very bullish month for crypto, so getting in early is the best thing to do. So I highly recommend joining, so just to help you build your knowledge to understand about crypto and Casper and market sentiments going forward as well, because it's going to hopefully be life-changing for you. This bull run, I think, going to be life-changing for many, many people. Good morning, Dr. Kas. Hopefully your bags are packed. I mean, they're packed as much as they can do, but I want to pack them some more. Go with some Turbo and Jasmine too, just to diversify a little bit. If they pump up for Casper, I'm buying more Casper. Good to you, my man. Good to you. Yeah, I think Turbo being a meme token is decent. I'm not too in Jasmine right now. I used to be in Jasmine. I'm not in it much anymore. Jasmine's currently up 6%, so it's doing all right, but I can't really attest to Jasmine. I haven't done enough research into it in a while. I know it's got a lot of I think it's got a lot of VCs. It's got a lot of a lot of the allocations not actually in like for the retailers. It's actually for other people, the developers, institutional partnerships, whatever. So, and obviously with Jasmine's chart looking like it does, which is a little worrying. Despite it being 65 on CoinMarketCap, this is its chart. Like that is not really good to see. I'm not saying Jasmine's a bad project. No, I'm not openly saying that. I'm just saying that I'm not in Jasmine, and I'm not done the research to properly decide whether I want to get into it. But again, if it pumps even just a little bit and you can make your bags and flip it into Casper, then I think that's a good idea, my man. What's up, Bingo Bango, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Quarter Crawl. Good morning, my man. Good morning to you too. This is also the first or second time we've had a recession with US elections. Yeah, there's also a post that I have here. I think I have it here. I might end up popping up a little bit later, but I saw something that basically suggested that maybe it's actually in the comments. I think it's a comment, didn't I see it in the comment here? One of these posts I have here, I saw it in a comment basically just talking about the fact. Oh, that's playing. No, I was talking about the fact that it might be in this comment here. Yeah, it's back leading into the elections. They're trying to keep it together until the elections. Right here, when the elections happen, we might end up seeing something a bit more severe. We'll have to wait and see. Just got to stay calm during the price action and not give away any of our Casper bags. Yeah, again, precisely the point. Don't be emotional. Be logical. Do your own research and create your own trading strategies. Don't give in to the fear and FUD. If you believe in the project you're holding, you will be fine. You will be fine. If you don't believe in it, that's fine. Do your research and then reignite your belief. Or at least decide, therefore, you don't want to get into it. But you've got to make sure you do. If you go into anything blind, you're going to end up getting bit in the arse. But that being said, again, we've got some very, very big announcements coming for Casper all in all. Again, I also linked this in my Discord server. Those who want to check it out. It's Max Darachi's little article here about Casper's the first crack in Bitcoin's down wall. Basically, their inevitable mission to adhere to Satoshi Nakamoto's original vision to be the perfect, medium exchange, ultimate sequencer. And Casper's currently doing that right now, thanks to all the developments they have, which is going to be, hopefully, we're going to see Casper gain significant market share in the very, very near future. Obviously, we had the enterprise event, which was very, very successful, seemingly. Had a lot of major alpha drops. We're still waiting for some more. And I think KRI equally just reignited my belief of how big the KRI are going to be for Casper when the development takes off more and more and the adoption takes off more and more. Gold announced a big exchange listing coming soon, and it went from 9 to 18 million. Is that so? Well, let me quickly get up the website. I have to go through my notes to find it. I didn't prepare this one. I apologize. And now everything's freezing on me. Oh, don't you just love technology, people? Okay, let me get up the Casfi. to get that up. Also going to get the KR up preloaded and Casperlytics. Casper here. Let's also get the miners. How's the hash rate doing? Hash rate, it's dipped a little bit, but for the most part it's still above 1. That's decent. Let's remove that then. Yeah, we go to the KRC20 tokens. And we can now have a look. Where's gold? Gold. It's at 8 million right now on its market cap. So unless it's on another exchange or something like that. We can see Casper right now at 77.3, Ghost Casper 7.5, Gold's flipped the two now at 8.7. Nacho's come down even more. But we're seeing some some decent movement for the. Again, you've got to keep in mind that the current price action for these projects, these meme tokens, apart from Somps, none actually have a exchange listing right now. Which actually is a post about that here. Nacho has just broke $1 million in 24-hour trading volume. Despite we're seeing more and more dips in the price, which is upsetting to see, that's the highest in volume right now of Nacho. And having that much trading volume without a centralized or decentralized exchange listing is insane. Almost 70% KRC.D dominance, so most of it in Count 2020, over 16,500 holders. Nacho, for what it is right now, is doing really, really well, despite the fact that it's really, really early. People are, of course, going to be a little impatient. People are going to be panicking a little bit, but I think we are still in a very, very strong position for the meme tokens ultimately right now. They've done very, very well. And then you also got Ghost Casper doing an NFT fundraiser in 24 hours as well. I'm going to link this in the chat right now for those who want to take a part in it. But it's going to be a little fundraiser for people who want to get a chance to win. Three of the highest donators will win ultra rare limited edition Casper NFTs. Now, NFTs might be big in the future. We'll have to wait and see. I think they probably will. Although I think they'll take off more so in the gaming sector than they will in any other sector. We'll have to wait and see if the world becomes more digital right now. But here's how to enter here. Also, it could be very, very good to see. And the start time is was actually an hour ago, so it's already live and open, and it will finish tomorrow. A little later than today, tomorrow. So it'll finish. You've got about 36 hours to get involved or something like that. No, it's 29 hours, this whole contest. So yeah, if you want to take part in that, you also got that as well. So again, you're seeing more developments, more action from the meme tokens, and these fundraisers, much as it will be great for them, giving you NFTs, will also help them in getting the liquidity needed to then offer these exchanges the opportunity to be listed on them, which will help in their growth in price and adoption, also then for help in Casper's price and adoption going forward as well. The bigger these meme tokens are, the more it's going to bring to Casper as well. Same thing with the KRI are doing as well, which we have a post actually I want to talk about here, which might seem quite severe, but I actually think it's quite bullish as well. Right now, Mika, those who should understand, who've been watching crypto for a while, should know what Mika stablecoin regulations are happening right now. Right now, Mika crypto purge is expected by the end of 2024. It is documented right here how Mika threatens to unleash purge on crypto firms in Europe. So crypto companies are going to struggle, and it's going to be going live before the end of this year. There's going to be a purge on these companies. We're seeing that happening already. The likes of the BBVA, who are based in Spain, Madrid, they recently got the green light to take over, I think it was Banco, I can't remember the name of it now. It's basically in the United Kingdom, a bank in the United Kingdom. So they've now acquired that, which therefore you're now seeing again the purge of that chain, purge of that bank in the United Kingdom, and it's acquired by BBVA. So we're seeing more of these banks now being purged. We're seeing a surge in the bigger banks, the bigger institutions that are now taking control and becoming, more a central figure as a custody in Bitcoin right now, a custody in crypto right now. Exchanges like OKX, for example, have already started removing non-compliant stablecoins such as Tether. So again, this is more signs that we might end up in due time seeing the collapse of Tether as it don't comply with regulations. And it's ones that do comply with regulations that will end up seeing significant market share. And the reason I talk about this is because, again, the KRI announced in their roundtable that they are already working with experts in the European region, which again, this is where this is happening right now, also in the United States and also in the MENA region, to make sure that Casper are compliant with regulations from day one. They're making a regulatory roundtable group. That's why, again, why the KRI is so important for Casper. They're literally helping push institutional innovation into Casper, but also making sure that Casper are adhering to what they need to adhere to make sure they are a crucial part and involved in this new monetary shift happening right now. It's why I want the KRI to be really, really big for Casper. And I think people are taking advantage of how big it's going to be. They're not appreciating how big it's going to be for Casper right now. Holding a small bag of Miro and Beam, which is starting to move a little bit. I mean, yeah, again, I think I do believe that diversifying your assets is a good idea. I mean, I have some myself. Again, I hold a little bit in XRP, some other reward assets. I'm going to be getting some more and some other tokens very soon. I might start looking into gaming projects. Look at these. Look, Millionaires now up 20%. It's gone up like 10% since we were talking in the stream. Like, I'm going to start diversifying into some other assets very, very soon. As the market's now starting to turn tail a little bit and Bitcoin's making this pump towards all-time highs, I think now's going to be a good time to try and look into. Well, it would be better to get into it earlier, but at the same time, it's hard to call these things, right? Ultimately, getting into any project right now, despite they might be at their all-time highs or might be like Casper is quite high up. It's still for a project that should be hitting like $3-5 in the cycle at the very minimum, in my opinion, not financial advice, of course. Then I think that this is the project that getting in now. Yes, you might want to wait for it to come down here. But even if it comes down here, just waiting, and it goes up here and it breaks out, then you've missed out your opportunity to get cheaper Casper. So even though these projects right now, for example, like Myria, which is going up higher and higher right now, or even more example like GFAL, which has done insane things in the past week, getting in here might seem bad if it comes back down here, but at the same time, GFAL should be a project that should, in due time, continue going up more and more, whether it be over here. So at the end of the day, I make profit. So, I mean, yeah, but I think you get the idea. You understand how to invest. I'm sure all of you do. But yeah, I think right now I think it's worthwhile diversifying your bags, maybe look into other projects to invest into or trade into, and then turn that profit and put it into a long-term holding like Casper, in my opinion, or Bitcoin. Do we have any news when smart contracts come to Casper? Is it the same time as 10 bps or earlier? We have no confirmation, Muscle Mike, but I'm fairly sure, based on what research we did have in the past, that it will be after 10 bps. 10 bps will come, and that's been confirmed Q1 2025, so in about 6 months at the most from now, maybe 5 months. And smart contracts, there was a post I put out yesterday, in my stream I talked about yesterday, and a video that I still haven't had the chance to upload just yet, but we're getting it out hopefully today. Talking about the smart contract update from the Casper's co-founder Chris Kang, talking about why they're so big, why 10 bps and Zcash opcodes and smart contracts are so big for Casper, what it will do for it, bringing millions to Casper. But I think right now, for the most part, smart contracts, we're still going to have to wait. I think we'll still see it, hopefully, end of 2025 and not early 2026. We'll have to wait and see. They haven't got any updates by that, but I still think 10 bps will definitely come earlier. I wish I had some Go. I mean, yeah, I think Go again, a lot of these meme tokens have, decent chance to do well. I haven't got any of them. I will plan to get some when they're listed on some exchanges, because what will happen, like, you get a listing, you'll get an announcement of a listing on an exchange, the price will pump up in preparation for the listing, and when it's actually listed, it will then correct back down again by the rumors or the news. When it corrects back down, then I'll buy some more. And then the price will eventually, recover and will start going higher from that point onwards as well. So you've got a lot of meme tokens I might get into. Nacho is obviously one that I'm looking to the most. Caspi and Casper are decent as well. I like the look of Gold. And I'm sure the other ones are decent as well. I mean, Kpor is currently down 27%, we can see here, but for the most part, I think Kpor might be alright as well. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm still, I mean, ones that have a lot of, pre-minting are ones that I'm not. Again, I mean, I don't know what the point of this is. I don't know what the point of this is at all. Like, 100% pre-mint, what's the point of it? But these projects that are pre-minted, I'm a bit skeptical about, just due to the fact that, again, it's not completely centralized. If I get into them, there'll be a very small bag into them. Can we close above 65k today? We have, actually. I mean, I know you say close, so yeah, we have at one point gone above 65k today. If we go here, we can see 65,241. We had that at some point today. If we close above it, that'd be very, very big. Again, I deleted my box. What is going on? I've done that twice now. Oh, I think is it that one? No. I keep deleting my. Okay, well, I'll have to fill that out for next time around. I keep deleting my support, my resistance zone. Trading view is doing me dirty. But yeah, I think we'll see. We might see it. I mean, right now it's literally bordering it right now. So if we close above it, that'd be very, very big. I think we'll start seeing the push towards the next levels of resistance being in the 68k region, I think. I heard them talk about it in August. It was in the Middle Eastern language, talking about Casper smart contract in 1 year time. Yeah, for the most part, I think it's going to take some time. So I might see it next year, if not maybe the year afterwards. Yeah, it was rejected, but at the same time, I mean, it's rejected, but the region for trading view. Okay, so there it comes back now. What is going on, man? Okay, but the first one's back now. So yeah, this is the zone. Was that the right zone? This is the zone that drew. I think it was the. Which is one I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Trading views just doing me off now. Yeah. This is the zone that I was talking about. No, that's the one I was talking about previously. Yeah. So this is the zone we're seeing right now. Bitcoin is constantly entering into this zone and getting rejected time and time again. If it breaks above this properly, we'll see a push upwards. So it got rejected, but this is the zone that we're still talking about right now. This zone right here. If it breaks above that, we'll see it go higher. And right now, it's for the past week been testing this 64 to 65k zone. Constantly retesting it. It's now in 64k comfortably, trying to push 65k again. So we might see it surpass that whilst we're on stream today. So yeah, we've got all day retest. Bullish news from the Fed. Is there still much time until the Casper becomes more expensive and we start earning? I mean, for the most part right now, we're seeing a sort of a crypto gearing up to. Okay, it's even done with Casper now. Let me refresh my trading view. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I don't know what's happening. My trading view is just bugging out today. Maybe there's problems with it because even all my indicators are just gone from it now. My fib retracement, everything's gone from it. Okay, well. That's fantastic. I knew there's going to be problems today in today's stream. But yeah, I think for the most part, I think we're Casper in a position right now where we're going to start seeing some movement as we're going towards October now. In October, we're going to start seeing the FTX redistribution happening. We're going to start seeing more developments in regards to real world factors, what's happening with Casper ultimately right now, the adoption going more and more. I think Casper, for the most part, will probably continue consolidating around this region. If it goes lower, fantastic, but I think we'll see it consolidating this region for the next maybe week or two. Oh, it's back now. Okay. And then we might start seeing it make a push in October at some point towards its all-time high again. And actually in that regard, we've got some more Casper news, of course. Yeah, we've got, so again, more proof of what's happening with the coins, the meme tokens right now. CoinGecko listed the first KLC20 CAS token on the platform today. So we've got SOMPS. Obviously, SOMPS right now is not actually doing all that great. Down to 1 million, that was up a lot higher earlier. I mean, it's up 21%. But SOMPS is one of those ones. It has a LBank listing and it's also now on CoinGecko, so it's the one that has the most adoption right now. But due to its pre-minting, I think that's not going to do as well. But either way, SOMPS is helping and leading the way in that regard to the adoption for Casper. I hope you see some more from that trend, and then one to follow very, very soon. We've got this as well, very big. That's the point. KED20 is on fire thanks to Humpool Global for the awesome summary. The summary of basically what's happened. More miners will join Casper very, very soon. We're seeing just how, profitable and how big the KLC20 is for the miners already. We'll see it continue in the same fashion going forward as well, which I cannot wait to see. I'll talk about the fundraiser with that already. Nacho doing really, really good. And then this as well, which I think this is actually really, really big news. The surprise is finally revealed. This is epic, as Jonathan Snopolinsky, Casper's founder, our Lord and Savior, if you will, he is going to be at attendance at the event. He's going to be a speaker, not even attendance, he's going to be a speaker at the Australian Crypto Conference in Australia, November 23rd, 24th, so about 1 month away from now. The KEF continue to support the Casper World Tour, amplifying Casper's voice to the world. The KEF are not just the ones in charge of KRC20, they're also ones helping get Casper's adoption and name out there. And Jonathan Snopolinsky is taking his time out to be a speaker at this event talking about Casper. For my Australian audience, Leroy, I'm looking at you. Mr. Sup Darcy, if you're ever here, I'm looking at you as well. This is very, very big. Very, very cool. So maybe you'll meet Jonathan Snopolinsky if you attend the event, potentially. This is very, very big to see. So yeah, that's going to be very, very big for Casper ultimately. I'm very much looking forward to what's going to be said at the event. And just again, one of the titans in the space talking about what's happening with Casper and what's in to come for crypto. So yeah, that's going to be very, very cool. And we also got this as well. One of the last updates regarding Casper in the stream. We've got more real world sentiments as well. A comparison between Casper and SWI, or SWI, or whatever. I can't pronounce SWI. I think it's SWI. Ultimately, SWI we've seen has done very, very well as of late. Currently valued, it's currently number 21, which has now surpassed Casper for the meantime. And SWI has been up 26% in the last week. It's done very, very well. I think SWI is going to be a good project, and that's also what's explained in this post here. That SWI, the tech is undeniably solid and promising. The only problem with SWI, which is a cause for concern mainly for the Casper maxis, if you will, is the fact that it's backed heavy by venture capital funding. It's proof of stake and centralization concerns. So it ultimately comes down to the point again: are you willing to take the risk, if you will, or willing to be the potential extra liquidity for the venture capitalists. The project seems very sound. I'm doing more research into it as we speak. It's a very good project. I do want to get into it, but me personally, I don't know if I'm going to put a significant bag into it again, just for the fact that it's always a chance for a rug. No one wants to get rug pulled. Everyone's very worried about. That's why people are more into Casper, for the fact that it's decentralized, so rugging is next to impossible. Casper, of course, is fair, launch proof of work, decentralized, no VCs, built for scalability, speed, and designed at the perfect L1. So, arguably, more Bitcoin than Bitcoin itself, and a trilemma solver. It is a very, very good project. That's why I'm so bullish on Casper. I think Swee's a good project as well, and I will get into it. But right now, I need to do more research into it and decide how much I want to allocate into Sui, because again, Sui, it might rug. You never know. You really never know. But that's ultimately where we're at right now with projects. There are a load of projects in this space that you can make a lot of money in. You know, any of these projects in the top, 30, I think are going to be very, very decent to make a lot of money. I think Casper's going to be one of the biggest earners in the cycle. And we're going to see a lot of these projects as well have actually only launched quite recently. I think Sui actually launched in this cycle, if I'm not mistaken. So it launched early 2023 last year. So it's, even more new in that regard than Casper. So as we know, new coins tend to do very, very well in their first cycle, especially ones that have grown to this sort of, market at this sort of level. So it's got the adoption, the Binance and the Coinbase has got the VC, so it's got the money backing behind it. It's just whether it's going to, not rug or not. But these are sort of the projects that I'm looking into, the big ones as well, and also the market caps as well, some other ones that I have in mind, some gaming projects as well. I'll be looking into more and more, and I'll be talking about it more in the streams to come, in my Discord server as well. Again, if you want to join that, check it out. But I think we're in a very, very strong position right now with crypto, for the most part, being very undervalued. Bitcoin's now broken above 65k. Will it hold on? We'll have to wait and see. But again, we're in a very strong position where we're going to start seeing the push towards October, and a lot more, positive price action following that as well, leading up to the elections as well. So elections tend to be a very, very big time for crypto as well. That new Casper pool looks sketchy to me. I have not seen much about it. I think someone put it in my Discord server. I haven't had the chance to look through it just yet. But again, you've got to always be careful. If Casper themselves are talking about it, and they've, if Casper's following them, like one way to always tell if it's good or not is if go on to the people talk about it. You look at this, like Casper chick, he's followed by KRI and Casper enthusiast. But the KRI follow her. So this is this, obviously she was in attendance, but this is one you're like, okay, cool. So this is someone who actually attended the event. So if she's called by the KRI, she must be trustworthy. People, you've got to look at who they follow and who talks about them, right? If you have, like with KDX, for example, the scam that happened with KDX, Chris Kang, the Casper's co-founder, openly stated that we have never actually had contact with them, and they weren't followed by any of them either. So you've got to be very, very careful about that. For stable coins to come on Casper, we need smart contracts. Yes. For the stablecoins to function, for the stablecoins to function to their max potential, yes. But the KRC20 tokens, to an extent, give a little bit of a meaning for that, a little bit of wiggle room, because KRC20 tokens are like the final product. Like KRC20 tokens and smart contracts are quite similar. We do definitely need smart contracts. Definitely, I'm not denying that. But you've got the likes of the KRI announced yesterday they had this gigawatt stablecoin come into Casper, which is very, very cool. And to my knowledge, KRC20 tokens and smart contracts are very, very similar, except for the fact that smart contracts can be used to create more KRC20 tokens, but KRC20 tokens are like the final product. So you do have some form of protocol, some form of technology already implemented that does have some workaround with smart contract, but the smart contract element, their options is not in there just yet. But I think that is the case for the most part. Yes, I think we do definitely need to see smart contracts for stable coins. They are an essential part. Definitely, I'm not denying that at all. So we're going to see that in due time. And again, the KRI are going to help make sure that Casper is compliant with regulations as well, which is very, very big. But the smart contract will probably take a good year, if not maybe a year and a half, to get that fully done and implemented. Waiting for Cas to be on a big US exchange, otherwise I'll never be able to cash out. Yeah, I mean, obviously the tier ones will help in the adoption for Casper going forward, there's no doubt about that, definitely. There are obviously very limited ways to get access to Casper in US exchanges. Of course, you've got Uphold, you've got the new Pinex, which have very cheap fees, and then you have to use a VPN. So it's very limited to get access in the United States right now. But I'm sure that adoption is going to change very, very soon with all that's coming to Casper ultimately, which I just showed right now. And also the adoption coming to crypto right now. We've seen, again, I've already showed about the China stuff right now, which is going to be very big, seeing trillions flooding into the market. Talk about the hard landing incoming as well. But we've got stuff like this as well. PayPal enables US businesses to buy, sell, and hold crypto. Millions of United States merchants can now transact in Bitcoin and crypto. More adoption coming to crypto. So yeah, this is very, very big. 30 million businesses accounts now can get access to Bitcoin thanks to PayPal. BlackRock, of course, very bullish on Bitcoin, talking about Bitcoin is not an risk-on asset, although, I mean, it's a cryptocurrency, so, I mean, it is, but this is what BlackRock says anyways. They're saying that Bitcoin is a risky asset. Bitcoin is a risky asset, but it doesn't mean it's a risk-on asset, right? The drivers of Bitcoin long-term are very different from what's going to drive equities and other so-called risk assets, and in some cases they may actually even be inverted. Point being is Bitcoin is going to be very, very big. The adoption is going to go for it more and more, especially now that the tyrant himself, Gary Gensler, is finally starting to grow up, if you will. SEC Chair Gary Gensler says Bitcoin is not a security. He's officially come out and stated that now. CNBC post right here. Gary Gensler affirms Bitcoin is not a security. To quote what he says, Bitcoin, my predecessors and I have said that it's not a security. You now have a way to buy it through ETFs. Now, so we're seeing this happening more and more. Obviously, Gary Gensler recently, and even right now, is getting ridiculed in front of Congress for their anti-crypto stance and their regulation by enforcement, where you're having SEC commissioners who are effectively throwing Gary Gensler under the bus, which I think is very, very funny. I think it's deserved as well. We're going to see more and more of the developments unfold in due time. But yes, I think we're in a place right now, especially in the United States, being the financial capital of the world, where it's going to start seeing more and more of these this regulations being rolled out, which will then see this institutional money flood into the market. We're going to see China and the United States open up trillions to come into the economy, and with regulations coming into play quicker and quicker in the United States and across the world, we're going to start seeing this liquidity surge in the economy flood into the so-called risk-on assets like cryptocurrencies, like Casper, like, the other projects that seem to have high demand, the AI projects in particular. Kamala Harris stated recently that we will remain dominant in AI, quantum computing, blockchain, and other emerging technologies. They want to make sure that AI is doing really, really well. That's why again, recently we've seen this massive surge in AI projects. FET, you've seen Tau also have a massive surge recently as well. AI is starting to take a real shape in this economy. ICP as well. AI is also a very good market to get into, which is worth looking into. Again, you've got to keep in mind with these projects, you've got to make sure you do your research, make sure they're worthwhile getting invested into. Some of them might be really, really centralized, it might be a bit sketchy. You've got to make sure you decide whether it's worth investing into, and also how much you want to allocate of your portfolio into it. But yeah, we're seeing all this stuff happening right now, and I mean, this is also, I don't know what you want to make of this. Mark Cuban, the billionaire, says he wants to be the head of SEC. I don't know what you want to make of that. I don't know what to make of it myself. I'm kind of like, what do you mean, Mark Cuban, head of SEC? I don't know if he do a good job. I don't know if I'd care. I don't know. Obviously, everyone just knows him as the guy who was on Shark Tank. Like, for me, I find this more comedic than actual legit. But I mean, hey, he seems to be serious about it. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of developments happening right now in this space, which ultimately just again builds this belief right now what's happening. We're going to end up seeing more and more, development from crypto, more regulations being enforced right now. We're going to start seeing trillions flooding into the economy, coming into crypto. Many crypto companies and maybe even crypto projects might end up being purged and cannibalized. And the ones that actually have real use cases, are offering a real, service, like Casper, will survive the test of time and gain market share and do really, really well with regulations also coming into play. That's why I'm bullish on Casper. That's why when Casper corrects in price, I get more bullish, because I'm like, okay, buy more cheap Casper. If it pumps in price, I'm like, cool, my bags are pumping now. For the most part, I'm still very bullish in Casper, and I do hold some Casper, of course. 70% of my portfolio is in Casper right now. I hold other projects as well, but ultimately I'm very optimistic what's happening to crypto right now, especially now Bitcoin is above 65k and now making seemingly quite a impressive move upwards. Again, it might not stay that way, it might correct back down, but right now up 2.72%. Right now the buy cycles are going crazy, so we might see Bitcoin continue in this fashion, which is very, very big to see. Very, very big to see. Bitcoins are live on, I forgot what exchange it is providing wrap stable coins. Yeah, I haven't seen much about the other, my man. If you can find a link for me and if you're part of the server, Coconut Monkey, then please by all means link it in my free Discord server, link in the chat, on screen right now, also in the description. Just let me know because I want to see that for myself. That does, again, the stablecoins come to Casper, but I mean, we know that USDT through Change Finance is already on KRT20. We know that much. So maybe that's how they're going to get stablecoins on Casper through an external DEX. Because Change Finance is an external DEX that is partnering with KRT20 to get USDT and USDC, Bitcoin and Ethereum all on KRT20. Natural's being dumped on Casper has been quite stable, and it has a few jobs but it recovers. I mean, yeah, again, Natural is where it's at right now, with with 1.3 million 24-hour trading volume right now, which is very, very impressive, with no exchanges. We're in the exact same situation right now for Casper, if you think about it. Casper right now, just short of 50 million 24-hour trading volume with no tier 1s. We're just right now seeing a lack of adoption, a lack of ways to get access to these tokens, to these coins, these cryptos. When they do happen, you'll see the volume spike more and most likely the price turn with it. Especially with the announcement, when it actually happens, you'll see it come back down, but then it'll allow more ways to get access to it. And when you get this bull cycle properly taken off, with the casual traders getting back involved, the casual retailers and more institutions getting involved, they'll be able to get access to these tokens as well. Of course, the institutions will mainly go through ETFs, so Casper may not get in with that, but it means that the retailers that are in Bitcoin through the ETFs, who are just holding Bitcoin as Bitcoin, not because they're maxis, when they make their bags through it, they'll end up cycling that investment down into the altcoins like Casper potentially. Especially even the maxis probably get into Casper because, again, a lot of the maxis now are starting to realize how good Casper is. Again, this post here from Max Darchi is proof of that. Because obviously there's some Bitcoin maxis who recently arrived, they don't care about Satoshi's vision. All the technology just care that it's Bitcoin. But those who have been in Bitcoin since the beginning, who understand what Satoshi's vision is meant to be, they care about the vision. I know Bitcoin has not adhered to it, but Casper is adhering to it. So they're getting into Casper now. Oh, you are going in Australia. Okay, well, that's good. So I think it is in Sydney. ICC Sydney, November 23rd, 24th, right here, my man. So definitely go check that out. And let me know how it is. Change has gone live for stablecoins. Oh, yeah, so it is Change. Yeah, Change Fund has gone live for stablecoins on Casper already. So we've got, USDT is already there. We can see the ticker right here, actually. Go to market cap. See USDT is right there. So that's through Change right now. So that's already here with Casper. So you got stablecoins already on Casper, and I believe Change are planning to bring USDC, so Circle, alongside with Bitcoin and Ethereum to KRT20 very, very soon as well. So we're going to see it. So in that regard, you do need smart contracts for stablecoins, but if you go through an external source to put it into that way, I think it's fine because they'll have smart contracts. But Casper, in due time, when they have their own smart contracts, will be able to make do it all themselves, which will make Casper that much independent, that much safer and better. Upcoming investing unlock for Sweet in the 10 days, 0.84% of total supply. Okay, well that's also very good to know, Sweet Potato. Yeah, I think Sweet in itself, I think it's a decent project. I will definitely get into it. We're seeing a lot of developments happening right now. We've got this here, the volume surging. We saw stuff about Grayscale launches a new investment trust for Sui and Tau. That's also why we saw them surge so much in the last week or so. Even longer than that, actually. In the past few months, we've seen a massive surge in them because they've started to get more and more into them. It's what's causing these price fluctuations, these price increase in volume and whatnot. And I think Sui's one that's going to do well in the cycle. I do believe in Sui, but I just don't. I again will hold more on Casper. Yo Mojo, good job, Quick Crypto, with the good intel. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for joining the stream. As always, if you enjoy these streams, as Leroy said, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Smash the like button. You know how we do. We're doing these streams daily now. I think it has been, if I get up the post to be sure, it has been a total of 57 days straight. 57 days straight of me streaming. Every single day. I mean, not the same time all the time, but every single day, like, without any breaks. 57 days of straight streaming. I plan to make it to at least 100 before I have to take a break. If I have to do a really, really early stream one day, I will. But yeah, we're going to make it to 100 at least, if not longer than that daily stream. So yeah, if you enjoy these streams, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. If you want to know more about crypto, join the free Discord server, link in the chat already. What's up, Mikey? My man, welcome back to the stream. Layer 0 pumping today. Oh yeah, I've been hearing about Layer 0 as well. I think that's another one that I also have on my list as well. My wish list. Currently up 17%, doing very, very well. $500 million market cap. Volume's crazy right now, 320 million. Also, all time right now it's even up. It's going some crazy spikes recently. So yeah, Layer Zero is doing very, very well. I think this is this AI. Am I mistaken in saying it? So it supports any blockchain that runs smart contracts. Okay, so it's okay. Well, I need to look more into Layer Zero. I need to look more into Layer Zero, but right now Layer Zero looks like it's doing very, very well. So that might be a very, very big project as well to look into if you want to, potentially hedge your bets. Also, this was launched early this year. Very, very new project. So again, a project that should hopefully do quite well in the cycle. It's starting to, gain a lot of traction right now. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But yeah, very good shout out, Mikey. Thank you very much for that. Casper is on Uphold. Yeah, Casper's on Uphold. And then, Casper's on Uphold. It's on many other exchanges as well. But in the United States, the only way to get hold of Casper is either through Uphold, using a VPN, which is just a bit tedious sometimes, or going on the new US listing of Pionex, which has very cheap trading fees. So, it could be beneficial to go on that as well. I think GFR has a zombie game launch. Is the current hype? Oh, there you go. Again, I think that's why GFR. I mean, I know there's another project as well, which I was linked. I've been told about in the past, and also Cody linked it to me, which is called. I'm gonna get up the post. Well, I'm gonna go. Yeah, so it's a game coming out on Avalanche Chain, which is off the grid. So, and this game's coming on to PS4, I think, as well. So this game could, this game seems to have quite a bit of hype around it right now. So this game could be very, very big. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening with that as well. Again, I mean, for those who follow my streams for a while, you know how much I love these gaming projects. I'm a big gamer. I love these. I love being. What is going on? Before I deleted that. Yeah, I love the games right now. So I'm a big crypto gamer. That's how in the last cycle, a lot of my money I made was through crypto gaming projects. So I have a soft spot for them, definitely. But it looks like gaming right now is starting to make a bit of a comeback. Millionaires doing very well as well. A lot of these projects I think are going to start taking off. Now that Bitcoin's pumping, a lot of them start to make more aggressive moves. But I think the time is starting to turn around where we're going to start seeing a lot of these projects, whether it be AI, gaming, Casper, real world assets, XRP, whatever, to start making this move towards the upside. Some significant gains following this Bitcoin stuff. Yeah, definitely hit the like, my man. You know how we do. Hopefully hitting the like will hit Casper to $1. Who knows? Nadhar, make an account for on Uphold. It's a great US exchange. Yeah, you can use Uphold. Alternatively, you can also use Pionex, or you get a VPN, my man. Mikey, my man, absolute legend, once more giving me the 20 Canadian. This is like his I think I keep. Whoa, okay, my stuff. Oh, towards a new mouse. Okay, well, thank you very much. Yes, I definitely need that much. Thank you very much, Mikey. That's like his. I don't know. I think it's his 10th donation to me, 20 Canadian dollars. He's absolute. He's funding me. He's my sugar daddy right now. But you're a legend, my man. Thank you very much. Again, you all are the reason I do these streams, and again the donations are very, very helpful for me, so thank you very much. It means a lot, my man. And with that, I will definitely try and make this investment towards a new mouse, because it is doing my nut in. It's been bugging me for the last week now. I need to get a new one, so thank you very much, my man. You're a legend, and I will continue to be doing these streams daily, hoping that everyone will continue to turn up and learn, because again, knowledge is power. It pays to be knowledgeable, and all about just trying to bring the knowledge to this space to help everyone devise the trading strategy to hope to make financial, become a generationally wealthy, right? To achieve financial freedom. That's the whole goal of this, just trying to help keep everyone informed. But thank you very much, man. You're a legend. Greatly appreciate it to you. Typical such as USDT, swap, and offload on structure bit by bit. Yeah, true. Bingo Banger, how much? Okay, this is at what price, Casper price point, is it smart for an average person to get into mining versus buying a token? I mean, good question. I don't mine Casper, so it'd probably be better off asking someone who does. I know for a fact that the likes of Andy A, he I think mines Casper. I think some other people in this community do also mine Casper. So definitely there are I think for the most part it's one of those things, long-term investment. If you buy a miner now, in 18 months time you end up making profit from mining Casper, especially now that KLC20 is now out. There are alternative means to make money. The post here checking the profit you can make through KLC20 and Casper with that, so you can have more ways to make money. So I think long term mining is definitely more profitable. It might take a few months, but I'm not sure what price point per se it is. I mean, right now, I think if you wanted to get one now, then I think go for Bufflink. I think KRC20 right now is profitable, as opposed to Casper right now. I don't think it is, because again the price is not gone up yet, not properly. The new Zelda game Echoes of Wisdom is out today. I'm super excited. Do you play any games? I used to. I haven't played games in a very, very long time now, because crypto's been my life for the last few months, if not a year. But I used to play a few games. I used to play Counter-Strike, used to play Rocket League, used to play Valorant, used to play Persona 5 and Persona 3. I played Persona 3 a little bit on the side. I love the Persona games. The Persona series is very, very cool. Obviously, the old like party games, Mario, Sonic, all that sort of stuff as well. I've played a wide variety of games, quite a wide variety of gamers. When it came to the Counter-Strike and Valorant games, I was like a Mortal rank, Supreme rank, Grand Champion, Rocket League. So I was a decent gamer, but I've had to start looking into what makes me money. I'm not going pro in any of those games right now, so I just look into crypto now. That's where my money's going to be. That's where I'm going to be a millionaire, and then I can actually hopefully buy these companies and just make my own games. That's the goal, right? There's some stuff going on, like Sam Altman giving himself 7% of OpenAI, which is like 10 billion. Is that? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, you want to be careful regarding that stuff. Like, again, there's always the two biggest concerns in the space are obviously the whales and the scammers. They can be, go hand in hand at times. You've got to be very careful, because they control too much and it can make significant, effects in the market. So be very, very careful in that regard. Hopefully OpenAI is not a back. I think OpenAI is one that I actually did look into, and I thought it was okay. I thought, well, actually, it's really. Oh wait, what's going on here? This is OpenAI we're talking about. This is OpenAI we're talking about. Well, right now it's completely crashed. So I thought it was a different OpenAI. Is this the OpenAI that I was told about, or is it a different OpenAI? If this is the OpenAI that you're on about, then yeah, it's completely crashed. So that's that again. This is why the small projects are very, very. You got to be very, very careful about, because they can just disappear on you. Look, this is a rug pull. It's completely capitulated, just gone to nothing. Once Tether and USDC mint native coins on Casper network, your wrapped stable coins will automatically change to native tokens. I was thinking of something like 5k per week per exchange. It's low, but you think it can go faster? I think it can in due time. In due time, I think it can. Once the adoption goes more and more and the technology increases, when you get 10 BPS as well, I think everything will start speeding up more and more. And I'm pretty sure the way KRC20 works, unless I'm mistaken, I'm just waffling, but I think you can also, offer more fees to make it go faster. If I'm not mistaken in that regard, I think you can do that way. Just a reminder, Uphold will freeze your account for a few weeks to go a month if you use VPN. Yeah, again, that's also the problem. You can use Uphold, or you can use VPN to go to other exchanges, but use the VPN, Uphold may freeze your account for a few weeks. That's why also having a new US exchange of Pionex with cheap fees is also very good, because then you haven't got to go through that whole, situation, if you will, of having your account frozen or having to use VPN. Like you get to have a nice middle ground, if you will. If you want to use something like MEXC, you'll need a VPN. Yeah, you got MEXC, you got LBank, you got KuCoin, you got Bybit. Obviously, some of them even I'm not available to have in the United Kingdom. For the most part, right now I've been using LBank. I would love to use Pionex, but I can't, because I haven't got any. Well, that's not true actually. I use a VPN for Pionex. I've used a little bit on Pionex, but not. I might now use LBank and Pionex as the two exchanges that I use, because they are very cheap, and then I transfer my earnings on, or my holding stuff. I put it into a Tangent wallet, because I think cold storage is the best way to keep holding your crypto. For my man, good afternoon, Jay. Good afternoon to you, my man. Hopefully you're doing well today. Okay, so we've got about 5 more minutes left of the stream. Anyone who wants to ask more questions, you're welcome to. But for the most part, yeah, we'll go back into the main talking point again. For those who are joining a little bit later, ultimately right now, why we're going to end up seeing potentially trillions flood into the economy very, very soon is because of the rate cuts. Right now we can see China is panicking. The fact that China is showing 2008 financial crisis signs that they're on a brink of a severe recession right now. Over the past 2 days, China has begun pandemic level stimulus as seen during the lockdown of 2020. So to COVID levels, we're seeing more and more signs of the stimulus being, like they're pushing out more and more money very, very quickly because they need to. Is trying to drag the global economy down to a recession. Again, I'm going to link this in my free Discord server, those who want to check it out. But we're seeing China considers a $142 billion capital injection into the big banks, according to Bloomberg. This video here, put out by Paul Barron, shout out to him. I put this again in my free Discord server, talking about the fact that Japan, obviously, and all global economies were waiting for the Fed to cut rates. Japan couldn't wait. They did it last month. That's why we saw this massive crash in the market of 40% in Casper. That was because Japan cut rates when they wanted to hold off till the United States cut rates, and they didn't, so they had to do it early, and that caused this whole situation here. Market since recovering from them, which is very, very good to see. But yeah, ultimately right now with the Fed finally cutting rates, China has now said, okay, now you've cut rates, we're cutting rates harder as well. So we're going to see the likes of both China and United States combined injecting trillions into the economy, and with regulations finally being rolled out again. Gary Gensler also now talking about Bitcoin's not a security, giving it more and more freedom, and with also him being scrutinized in front of the Congress right now. We're going to see regulations come out very, very soon. It's going to help more of that trillions of dollars in liquidity in the economy start coming through to crypto very, very soon. Damn, on the go crypto, my man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Love the stream, brother. Think we can still get a massive Bitcoin drop off before the real takeoff starts as usual. Smash the likes, guys. Yeah, yes, as always, smash the likes very much. Thank you very much for the $5 donation on the go crypto. I think there's a possibility, truth be told, that we could see Bitcoin correct in price. Right now, Bitcoin is pushed above 65k, and it's like we could see it. Hopefully, maybe if it owns above that, I think we'll start seeing Bitcoin push towards here. But there's always a possibility. Definitely, we see Bitcoin come back down to 60k and then revert back up again. We'll have to wait and see. We are starting to see October start. October being the time we see FTX redistribution. We're going to see more developments coming out again. Regulations being enforced right now. Gary Gensler is getting cooked in front of Congress right now, so we'll have to wait and see. It's currently where my head's at. We might see it happening. If it does, then fantastic. Pack your bags more. If not, at the same time, it just means your bags you've already packed are going to start increasing in value. So either way, I think we're cushy nonetheless. I'm hoping to see a bit more of a correction, but if not, I'll get some more Casper around this region and buy more and more. Damn, the donos are rolling in today. Holy hell, wow. Alisa, thank you very much for the $5 Canadian donation. Thank you very much. Do you think Casper can capture 2% of the market cap in 2025? Okay, good question. Well, let's see. Total crypto market cap right now, just short, is 2.28 trillion. Let's say, for easy's sake, the market cap turns to 10 trillion by the end of 2025, right? So 10 trillion in 2025, will Casper capture the 2% of that? Trying to just quickly do the math in my head. 1, 2, 3. So about 200 million. 200 billion, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. Massive 200 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so 200 billion. So can Casper reach 200 billion market cap if that's a $10 trillion market cap? I think we will most likely see a $100 billion market cap with Casper. So I think we'll definitely see it capture. Again, this is speaking on the fact that if we do see Casper reach a $1, if we see crypto reach a $10 trillion market cap, I think Casper should at the very least reach 100 billion. So that's a 1% market cap, 1% of the market cap in 2025. Would it reach 2? So 200 billion. I think that might. I think it's possible, but I think it's a more unlikely, considering that I think 200 billion would put Casper closer towards the price of like $10, if I'm not mistaken. Because right now, to my knowledge, we do go onto the website marketcapof.com. You do just the easy way to do Casper to Cardano. All-time high. This is Cardano here, just short of 100 billion market cap. And that I mean Casper to reach that would have to do $3. So $4 Casper, right? $4 Casper would be 100 billion more or less. So therefore, a 200 billion market cap would probably put Casper around $8. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I think that is quite a stretch. I think we're definitely. I mean, my prediction for Casper right now, in terms of price target, not market cap, is that we're going to see very, very bearish scenario, like low end will be $2-3. Most likely we'll see $5, $3 to $5 Casper. Hopeful, depending on the announcement of incoming tier ones, which Kraken's been confirmed, we know that, and Binance and Coinbase and them seem to be gearing up for it. OKX as well, with regulations being put into play, with the KI and what they're doing with Casper, with 10 BPS in Q1 2025, all this stuff happening. I think $7 is a possibility, and I'm hopeful for that. Above $7 would be fantastic, but I'm not sure we'll get that in 2025. It might be a little later on. Hopefully that answers your question. But I have to wait and see. Again, anything is possible. One thing we can't take into account is the sheer level of institutional adoption happening right now before our eyes. Not just what the KI are doing, which again is insane, but ultimately what's happening in this space as a whole with, again, PayPal, and now got into it more. BlackRock obviously very, very bullish on it. Gary Gensler now is talking about Bitcoin not being a security. We're seeing, more and more developments. Again, the election's going to be very, very big for it as well. Talking about the growth of AI, blockchain, quantum computing. You get it. You get the picture. We're seeing a massive shift right now with regulations enforced. We're going to see a purge in crypto assets and crypto companies, but an inevitable rise with ones that are, really the ones that are big and also are compliant with regulations, which is where I think Casper is also going to dominate, because Casper, thanks to the KRI, are going to be compliant with regulations. That's what Roy O'Neill mentioned. So it's a possibility. Point being, there's a possibility. And I look forward to hoping that happens. I really do. But thanks very much for the dono. All you three, Mikey, On The Go Crypto, and Elisa, you all are legends. Thank you very much. Made my day, definitely. Help me buy a new mouse as well. Bhutan is the top 4 holder of Bitcoin. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see. Bitcoin's got some massive roles, of course. Bitcoin just is that's what Bitcoin is. It's a store of value now. I feel in the air that Kraken will list Casper in the first week of October. Oh, toggle delay, I'd love that to be true. I think Casper, I'm hoping Kraken does list Casper in October. I'm optimistic about it. First week would be insane. If we see that, I think we're going to see Casper make this. If we see, because they'll announce it probably a few days beforehand, right? I imagine will they? I probably will. They might not, either they're going to announce it before, but either way, you see that, you're going to see Casper probably make an immediate pump towards its all-time high and break above it. So a Kraken listing, of course, will be very, very big, being the first tier 1 exchange for Casper. Summons Cat just launched on Uphold today. Oh yeah, someone told me about Summons Cat's yesterday's stream as well, which I thought was also... Yeah, I saw Summons Cat. I was like, yeah, I'm not a big meme token fanatic, of course, but right now this seems to be doing very, very well. Gone up massive since its launch. And it's still, and meme tokens is all about listing, stuff like that. So obviously it's got some big exchanges already: Bitmart, BingX, Mexi, KuCoin, Gate, HDX, and of course Uphold as well, many, many more. So if you're meme token fanatics, you might want to look into. I think exchanges might be waiting for Rust migration at 10 BPS to list, but I could be wrong. No, you know what, Coconut Monkey, you're not incorrect in that theory, because one thing to note is that the 10 BPS is known as a hard fork, right? Of course, Casper are making their due diligence to make sure they do it very, very slowly, but hard forks inherently carry risks, whether it be people hacking into the software, or the software itself, the protocol itself, the technology itself not being ready to those problems. Again, you saw that with the KRC20. The first time KRC20 was launched, complete collapsed. Rubbish. But now it's relaunched with the help of the core developers. It's perfect, or borderline. If you could call perfect, it's great. No problems right now, apart from the third-party software like the Casper wallet and the exchanges, but that's not their fault. That's not Casper's fault. That was just them not doing it. The third party's not doing their due diligence. But then with 10 BPS, it being a hard fork, again, you're going to start. It means that if an exchange wants to list Casper prior to the hard fork, it means when the hard fork comes out, they've got to do their own due diligence to make sure they do the update with them. Or they could just wait for the update to happen by itself and then list it after the hard fork to just got everything done without doing anything, particularly jarring, if you will. So I think Kraken's going to happen beforehand. I'm hoping Binance will happen as well, but if not, I think we'll see Kraken beforehand, and if the likes of Binance, Coinbase, OKX, Gemini, Crypto.com, all of them just jump after the 10 BPS. I'm sure for the most part as well, I think we're going to probably start seeing a gradual accumulation already. I think we're seeing it already with Binance. They've got a Casper futures and also got a zero fees mining pool. So we're going to definitely start seeing some increase adoption in that regard. We're going to start seeing them accumulating more Casper in gradually building up their bags. If buying crude by natgas also when crude fails, natgas rise, it will use as hedge. No idea what you mean. If there are projects here, sure. If you talk about crude as in crude oil, then sure. Okay, crude finance, crude oil, and then nat gas. Not even on here. Okay, well, I respectfully, my man, have no idea what you're referring to. But that might just be my fault. I misread it. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, we're kind of gone on a weird tangent from that. We're in a very, very unique position right now. Very unique in the sense that we are going to start seeing institutional coming in. We are very earning the market. Market's looking very, very good for a lot of these projects right now. Some up 20, 18%. which is very, very big. Bitcoin right now seemingly is starting to correct below, coming back below 65k. So maybe we'll see it stick above. If not, we'll have to wait and see. But I think we're going to start seeing increasing, FOMO for crypto coming very, very soon. Once these regulations are enforced, we're going to start seeing it very, very quick. I'm sure about that much. Are you sure that the tier 1's listings will have a big impact on Casper's price? Yes, in the sense that, well, for one, the Bybit listing, which is the biggest Casper exchange right now, in terms of, like, if you look at here on the exchanges, Bybit's number 3. So that's the biggest Casper exchange right now, Bybit. Bybit caused that 5 cents to 15 cents. So that's big in itself. Now we get a tier 1. Bybit's not a tier 1, funnily enough, but if we get a tier 1, I think that's going to help Casper's price. What you'll see though, it won't be necessarily that, it'll cause just up. It'll be like, let's say you get Binance announce a listing. You'll see Casper go from here up to here. And then in the rumor, in the lead up to it, when Binance actually lists, then we'll probably start seeing the corrective behavior. But the point being, from that point onwards, then you have Binance on Casper, meaning now the casual traders that only use the big exchanges. Because keep in mind, not many of us all of us in the space hold Casper. So we go on to the Bybit exchanges, the Mexis, the LBAC, we go on to the Pinex, we go on to the small exchanges because we want to access on something really, really early that's going to do really, really well. But a lot of the traders in this space, a lot of them only use Coinbase or Binance, the big two. Maybe Kraken as well. But point being is most of them only use the massive exchanges and they don't want to use the other ones. When you get those listings, you'll then start seeing upward momentum, come back down, but then you'll have these listings. So when the market probably starts taking off, you start seeing these tier 1, like the casual traders, the ones that only get in when the market's already taken off, they get involved. They'll only go on Coinbase or Binance, and then I'll look at Casper. I'm like, oh yeah, look at Casper. What's it look like? Oh wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's just buy Casper. They won't even do research into it, just buy it. A lot of people don't do research into it. Like, we do research here. We try and find out what's a good project, what to get into. Most people don't. They just want to buy a project because they just look at the market. They just do that. It's like, okay, yeah, cool. Looks decent. What's it about? Oh, meant to be Bitcoin 2.0. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's look into it. Okay, it's fine. Cool. That's it. So I think for the most part, listings will be big. I'm not saying it's going to cause just up. I'm saying you're going to see the FOMO come from it. With us, realizing that the tier 1's coming involved, so we're going to start buying our bags, knowing it's going to take off. And then when it gets to the top and it's listed, we'll see it. We know it's going to come back down, and then we know we've got another level of adoption to Casper, where now you've got more ways to get access to Casper through a bigger exchange, which has more liquidity, and it's more trusted, in a sense, more trusted. I asked AO what price of Casper will potentially be in the crescendo roadmap. Okay, well, if Casper reached $30 to $75 by the end of 2025 with the crescendo 10 BPS, god damn, I'm surprised AI gave you that, because AI are normally very, very obviously I've used AI here and there when I'm doing my research just to get a basis point. Obviously, once I get my my reference from the AI, I then will back it up by actually looking into it. But I've used AI. AI are very iffy when you're talking about political figures or crypto. They're not giving actual stats for it. But yeah, I mean, a $30 to $75 Casper end of 2025 after 10 BPS, after crescendo, I would love that to be true, but I'm going to state very unlikely. As much as how, again, I spoke about it in my yesterday's stream, and also got a video on it that I'm going to hopefully release today. I apologize I didn't get it out yesterday, but I spoke about it where it was this video, this post from Chris Kang talking about smart contracts, and basically with the 10 BPS and smart contracts and Zcash opcodes, it will allow, Casper to become the decentralized layer for all the solutions, and L2 solutions that don't give us centralization because they already generate income ranging from hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars a month. Well, they could use Casper instead, and these L2 solutions will end up, losing out on Casper because they're decentralized, so they're better, and they can, with 10 BPS, they can handle the scalability and the speed they need. So Casper will end up taking all this liquidity from them. So that's what's incoming for 10 BPS. I would be surprised if we reach that price that quickly. It will take a gradual process, but I'm sure we'll see more and more incoming in due time. Asking the full analysis on Discord, yeah, please do, because I want to understand why it said $30 to $75. That seems mental in my eyes, mental. I think that'd be more of like a 10-year thing, maybe. But yeah, listings are mainly for the long term, and usually won't answer. Yeah, exactly. They usually won't answer stuff like that. So it's very interesting that is AI. When you can ask AI many questions, especially if you word it right. If you ask it about anything political or anything crypto related, they seem political. They won't answer it straight up, and crypto they're very iffy about it. So you've got to be very, very careful. And also, when you get information from AI, don't take what they say as proof of fact. Much as they do get sources from online, make sure you when you get what they said, then reference that what they said into the internet, into Google, and find out the information for yourself, because they might have just taken a quote out of context. Check out the tokenomic breakdown of the pre-mint and exactly where all the applications are going. Okay, it's the last thing I'm going to do because I'm now quite overstreamed right now. But yeah, I mean, we look at the. Well, we've got. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, that's going to take a while to do that infamous. I might have to do it for next stream, to be honest. I mean, right now, again, for the most part, you're seeing a lot of these projects. I think in terms of meme tokens, ones that are zero pre-minted are the ones that are going to do really, really well. I think we're going to do really well. I will try and do that for you next stream potentially, but unfortunately I actually have a meeting to go to. I'm running over already a little bit. I apologize for that. I'm going to get screamed at by my team. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, I think meme tokens are going to be a very, very big thing. I'll go into the tokenomics and breakdown of pre-minting for next stream for you. I'm going to put that in my notes right now so I can go through that next stream. So, make sure you tune in next stream tomorrow and ask the question again, and I will go through that for you, my man. But that being said, I did this a nice outline rather than a question. Okay, well then, that's how you get around the AI as well. But yeah, either. With that being said, thank you everyone for joining the stream as always. Great stream. I greatly appreciate all the donors, everyone just joining here as always. You're legends. If you want to, learn more about crypto and market sentiment, then please feel free to join the free Discord server. It's on screen right now in the description, also in the chat above. And if you want to, join the streams, be doing these daily. Be back in tomorrow. Leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. And that being said, same Casper channel, same Casper